Yo YouTube, what's up? Don Mao here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. What I got for you is this awesome Hyper Scape 101 series full of tips and tricks to help you become the best player in the lobby. So, how I got the series set up is based off 5 main categories, and each one of them are going to be their own videos, so make sure to check each one of them out. So the first topic I wanted to cover are basic tips. So basically all the things that are simple to the game, how the game works, and just things that you need to know. The second topic that I want to dive into are the settings. Hyper Scape doesn't really have the best settings right out of the box, so this is definitely going to help all my controller players, PC, PS4, Xbox. Make sure to check that out. So the third and the fourth topic are actually the most important ones. So definitely out of the whole series, watch those. So for the third topic I want to dive into are all the guns and the hacks. So this is definitely one of the most important videos because I will be going into detail on all of that. So my fourth topic that I want to cover are all my advanced tips. So everything that will help you get the edge on every fight and will help you win every game you play. For the fifth and last topic I want to cover is a very small one, but it's for all the people out there that don't know how to get on top of that dang tower in the waiting lobby. So if you're curious, check that out. Also guys, don't forget to hit that big like button if you guys like what you see and if you found anything of value for this. And let me know what you think of the game or the videos in general down in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that little bell to be notified when future videos come out. So whenever I watch these kind of videos, I'm not a big fan of when people just kind of talk and waste time and just lollygag without really relaying all that important information. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, one thing that I did want to make note of is that I wasn't able to get all the footage for everything that I'm talking about because that would take entirely too long, and I want to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible. So there's some footage that is going to resemble what I'm talking about and some not, and I just wanted to make a quick note of that. Hyper Scape is Ubisoft's new 99-player Battle Royale, which comes with a Battle Pass and Seasons, which you can purchase for cosmetics. This game is very high-paced and has you in the middle of the action most of the time, which I love and makes the gameplay impossible to be boring. The main game mode is called Crown Rush, which brings a twist to your traditional BR games where you can win in either one of two ways. Either your team being the last standing, or you can also win by holding the crown at the end of the match on the last sector for 45 seconds without getting eliminated. You can play in squads of 3s and solos permanently as of right now, but Hyper Scape plans on rolling different types of game modes periodically as the game goes. For now, one of those temporary added game modes is Team Factions, in which the entire lobby is split up into 4 teams of 24 and the last team standing wins, which I will actually be dropping a 30 kill gameplay video on that soon, so be sure to check that out. So first thing I wanted to bring up is that the lobby is split up into 4 groups regardless in either squads or solos, and each group is dropping in from every corner of the map. Therefore, it wouldn't be the best idea to try to drop in a location super far away from your corner where you're dropping in from so you can get loot quicker. The gold colored text markers on the map are the hot drops where you'll find the best loot but also the most battles. These areas are where you'll find the best loot, fastest, but you can bet there will always be enemies there on the same mission. These gold areas contain crates around the vicinity which have a 10% chance of dropping a fully fused item, but guarantees ammo and 2 items. When enemies drop around you, you'll also see beam-like points around the map highlighted in red which indicate where enemies have dropped, but honestly the important thing and the priority is run and loot as fast as possible. You'll also notice yellow blocks or squares in the map which represent buildings in which you can enter and find loot as well, and on them there are yellow windows and doors which you can either melee or shoot to break through. Unlike plenty of BRs that implement a circle inevitably closes people in, Hyper Scape has the same idea but has implemented sectors around the map which randomly close till there is 1 sector left to fight for the win. When a sector closes or decays, everything will decay in it as well, disappearing, including the buildings, so if you're in it, there is no way of taking cover. But don't worry if you're in it, because it doesn't do too much damage, but make sure to get back into an open sector. I'll be going more into depth on how to use closing sectors to your advantage on my advanced tips video in this series, so make sure to check that out. Hyper Scape also did a great job of keeping players active and involved in the game even if they die, because when you die, you turn into a ghost-like entity called an echo. As an echo, you can ping different items and even enemies to help your teammates get the upper hand. But remember, you can't break windows or doors, so make sure to plan your route accordingly. But also, if you're an echo, hope's not lost. In order to be revived, echoes need to find a respawn point in which echoes hop on and teammates can come restore them. But you're asking, where can I find these respawn points? This was another thing that is my favorite thing about Hyper Scape, which is that respawn points only appear when enemy has died there. So if there's none around you, you have to depend on other enemies around you to die. Therefore, if they're battling and if someone dies, you can jump on their point, or you have to hope that your teammate kills someone so that you can go to that point and be restored by your teammate. But one thing about being an echo is just remember to stay active and ping as much as you can, because as an echo, you see things that people that are alive don't. So make sure to use that to your advantage. I also wanted to note that when you're restoring a friendly echo, make sure you're moving around and strafe around to avoid getting killed easily. But honestly guys, I know this may sound a little bit corny, or you may hate to hear this and just want to be jumping right into the game, but one of the biggest things I can suggest is to drop into the firing range. I know that sounds awful, and I know that sounds kind of boring, but you really have to go in there and get used to all the guns in the hack so you can get in there and not make sure to get frustrated and quit in the game because you don't really know what to look for, or you just don't really know how to play it in general. I'll be going all into depth with this in my Guns and Hacks video in this series, but also if you're wondering where to find it, they placed it in a very sneaky place in the hub behind the main play tower, which honestly took me forever to find, so make sure to check it out right there. A vital skill you can practice in the firing range, on top of getting used to everything that's in the game, is the mobility, because this game's emphasis on mobility is tremendous. Mastering mobility is critical in order to be successful at this game. I really cannot stress that enough. And gunfights in this game are long and require a lot of movement in which you're chasing and running away and doing all this crazy stuff. So therefore, mastering this is very, very important. I'll definitely be going into depth on everything with movement and all the advanced things in my advanced tips video in the series. So make sure to check that out, and it will teach you how to capitalize on this to have an advantage in every fight. So I will be, like I said, be going into detail on all of that, so make sure to check that out. And one last thing I wanted to bring up that makes Hyper Scape unique, and one of my favorite features that this game has, are the in-game events, which are actually determined by the audience of viewers watching that game from the streamers that are in that game. That means that if you hop into my stream, you'll be able to vote for events that could go down in my game. Along with this, you'll be able to level up your battle pass just by watching my streams, so make sure you tune in whenever I'm live, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 Central. I'll leave all the links that you need down in the description below. The events really determine the playstyle in the game, but there are a lot, so I'm not trying to cover them all, but a couple of my favorites are the Lethal Melee event, Reveal, and Low Grab event, which really just amp the game up. Well guys, those are all the tips and things that I can come up with for the basic topics, so let me know if you think that I missed anything or what you found of value down below in the comments, and let me know if you did find something of value. Make sure to hit that big like button and that subscribe button with that little bell to be notified when future videos come out. Like I said, Don Mao here, checking out. See you guys in the next video.